What he found in his first run through the data is there was an 1,135% greater or elevated risk for an autism diagnosis among the kids who'd gotten it in their first 30 days. At that point, they knew what caused the autism epidemic because a relative risk, it's called a relative risk of 11.35. A relative risk of 2 is considered proof of causation as long as there's biological plausibility. The relative risk of smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years and getting lung cancer is 10. This was 11.35. So there was a panic throughout the industry. As people heard about this study, the CDC wanted to do a meeting with all of the big pangerums of the industry. They didn't want to do it on CDC campus because then they thought it would be subject to a Freedom of Information law request. They wanted to do it, just keep it secret. So they found this retreat center, a Methodist retreat center in Norcross, Georgia, called Simpsonwood, and they assembled, I think there was 72 people there, and they were from the WHO, CDC, NIH, FDA, and all the vaccine companies, and all the big academics, the people who basically develop vaccines in the academic institutions, and they were all there. And they spend the first day, they give them all a copy of the first round study, but they have to give it all back because they don't want it out there. And then they have a day of talking about it where they're all saying, holy cow, this is real, and the lawyers are going to come after us. We're all in trouble. And then they spend the second day talking about how to hide it. And
how do you know this?
Because somebody made a recording of it, and I got a hold of the transcripts, and I published excerpts from those transcripts in Rolling Stone, and anybody can go and read these now on our website. It's called Simpsonwood, and you can read through the whole thing, or you can read my Rolling Stone article, which is also on the website, which summarizes it.